Hello everybody. This video is made for everybody who's thinking about getting a driver's license in Japan to take the driving test or to do the Gaimen Kirikai, which is the transfer your license over from your original driver's license in your home country to a Japanese driver's license. And I just wanted to give you some feedback on this series that I'm making on getting a Japanese driver's license. And what I can say is that the results are coming in a second. But first, I want to enlighten you on some of the trials that I've had to go through in order to get to where I am today. So in order to get a Gaimen Kirikai, you could check out the two other videos that I made. One of them was actually before I took the driving practice. I went to a school and I took 3 hours of practice. I took the driving test the first time. I'm in Shinagawa at a place called Shimazu. And Samezu. The only time you ever come to Samezu is for the driving test. All right, Samezu. There's not that much here, and yeah, I took the test about 5 weeks ago, and I failed. Even though I thought I was pretty confident, but that confidence was too much. Don't get confident. Don't get cocky, kid, as Han Solo said to Luke. You have to drive straight and be really mindful of the laws. Again, it's not about what you know or your experience driving abroad. It's about knowing the Japanese laws, and that's really important. You have to know the Japanese laws, and you have to drive safely, more safely than you would normally on the road. So you can't come into the test and think that you're just going to pass it right away. That's a recipe for instant failure. So I knew that coming in. So the first time I failed, it was my fault, okay? I was nervous, and I never knew the course, and the instructor was really rigid. Not a kind of guy that you want to go drinking with, for example. So there was that. I failed. That's okay. That's my fault. So the next chance that I had was today. I took that test, I think it was November 7th, okay? And December 14th was the next chance. And so there's at Samezu, there's like a 5 or 6 week gap between when you can take the test again. You can forget a lot in 5 or 6 weeks. All right, now I'm here, the 14th. I came here about 20 minutes early. I came an hour early, which was a big mistake because there's nothing to do here. You can't walk the course like some people on the internet have said. You can walk the course if you come here early. No, you know what course you're taking, but you don't know if it's A, B, or C. There's 3 courses that they have in there. So I have a map to study all 3 of them to make sure I got it for next time. So I knew this course. It was the same one as last time. And, all right, rewind. 3 days ago, I went to I contacted a driving school called Kiki Driving School. Now, Kiki Driving School is, I think it's a small business. They don't have their own course. It's not a big school. And what it is it's an instructor who is trained for the Gaimen Kirikai, the license exchange. He was really nice. He picked me up at the station, and he drove me to the driving school in his car. We changed. We went to the school after hours. This was at 7:30 at night. And he got a manual transmission. I'm learning to drive on a stick. And we went around the course. And the good thing about this compared to the other driving school was when I made a mistake, he asked me to pull over, and he showed me on a diagram where my mistakes were and how I could improve on it to pass the test. And this is so helpful because in the other one, it was so crowded, the other driving school for practice, I couldn't pull over, and they didn't explain things to me the same way. So I was really appreciative of Kiki Driving School's help, but I was pretty sharp. After failing the first time, I sort of knew what I needed to do, but it's always good to practice, even though, you know, again, Han Solo, don't get cocky, kid. No, you know your stuff. All right, so today I came in here about 20 minutes early. I checked in. You have to pay again, which is 2,200 yen, which is about $20 for each time you take the test. And I paid the money. I went in, I checked in, room number 2. I waited. I always talk to strangers. I talked to all the other people. Said hi because there was a guy sitting next to me, and he failed also the first time, and I guess he took the same day. You take the first available day, of course. All right, I was number 3 this time. So the first person goes into the car, the second person drives in the passenger seat, and the third person waits, standby. And there were 9 people today, so it was quite crowded. When I got to the second person, when the second person started to drive, they called me. There's a computer monitor, and they go, bing! Number 3, go to the platform. So that's what I did. I went to the platform. And Today was a good instructor. Today was a really nice examiner. I shouldn't say instructor, examiner. And the examiner was a lot lighter, you know. He's not easygoing, but he was a lot lighter. And I saw him, I knew it was easier because he spent some time to explain to the person before me his mistakes. The first time I took the test, the instructor was like in a bad mood. He didn't explain anything, zero feedback. So I didn't know what I did wrong, pretty much. He just said, you failed. So this was the biggest opportunity. Now this is why I failed. This is why I'm kicking myself. Because, all right, everything was perfect. I was going smooth. I wasn't as nervous, but I knew I gotta be sharp. You have to look left, right. You have to exaggerate at each intersection. You have to, when you turn right and left, you have to do the points and check all your blind spots and make sure you have everything. Signal. There's a triangle on the street, like this. When you turn, never touch the triangle. This is the holy spot, okay? You always turn and never touch it. Turn inside the triangle, all right? I was good. The guy before me, he was going all over the triangle like this. I was like laughing to myself, like, yeah, he failed. He failed. You can't go over the triangle. All right. So everything's perfect. I did the S curve, and then there's something called the crank, which is these 45-degree angles, these turns. Was it? Yeah, 90-degree turns. And I got in there, and then after the crank, he said turn right, and I said okay, because I knew the course. I memorized. I turned right, and there's 3 lanes. There's the lane, the right lane, then there's a middle lane for people going straight, and then there's the right lane, or left lane. And I pulled into the middle lane and not into the right lane. Instant fail, over. And he said, okay, you failed. You did it like you were driving in America. Go back to number 4 and pull in there, and the test is over. And I knew I failed. I wasn't angry I was angry at myself a little bit, but I deserved to fail for that. And I'm not gonna go back and practice anymore. I think I got this test down. I'm glad I failed now than swerving and pulling in where there would be a car there and getting into an accident. So it's good practice. And failing, I try to take the positive outlook. Failing is the first step to success. I don't know, somebody smarter than me has an expression about it. So I sort of feel like that, but I really wanted that license today. I really, really wanted to get it because I wanted to do something over New Year's with you on the Only Japan Go channel. Yeah, there you go. So there's my report on driving. I'll be back. My next chance to get the driver's license for Gaimen Kirikai transfer, the first available time. This is Tokyo, January 23rd. That's like 2 months away. January 23rd. Now I'll be away. Gosh, that's the first available. But all right, I have this way. I just kind of talk to people and say, you know, come on. There's got to be an earlier date or something. And he said, yeah. You know what? Call this number. Jim, thank you very much. Jim promised me. He promised me a super chat to buy a bottle of sake, and I failed. So he's so kind. He gave me a super chat to as a consolation prize. I'm gonna use that for lunch, my friend, because I rushed here to get here because I haven't been sleeping well. I slept in late. I rushed here to get here. I'm gonna go eat some lunch now. But yeah, Jim, you know Amanda. I see Linda's here. You guys know the trial, how hard it's been to get this driver's license. Just exchange it, even after I've been driving for the first for when I was a high school student for many, many years, hundreds of thousands of miles. But it doesn't really matter. It's all about knowing the Japanese laws. And for those of you who are watching this to learn how to drive in Japan or do the Gaimen Kirikai, because I want this episode to be valuable to you as well. After you get your paperwork and you're allowed to take the driving test, and this is for Americans because Europeans get a free pass. I think Canadians as well. There's certain nationalities that are blessed, and I'm not one of them. Americans have to take the driving test. That's okay. I'd rather be safe than sorry, and if it means saving my life somewhere down the line because I'm a safer driver because of this, then I think that's a good thing. The thing that you have to know about the driving test is, and it's not just, I'm gonna put the gimbal up here. It's not just Americans. It's a lot of Chinese, a lot of Korean, a lot of Indian, Nepal, Sri Lanka, a lot of other Asians. You have to practice, man. You have to practice. You do not know what you're up against. You need to practice, at least get an idea of the laws of Japan and know them. And so you can drive safe, not just to get the license, but to pass this test. You have to know the course. I was shocked that the other 9 drivers, nobody knew the course. Everybody, the examiner will tell you to turn left and right. Why would you even wait that much? Memorize the course. There are maps to quick. Okay, you know what? Just stay right there. I'm gonna pull this. Don't move. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out of my thing. Thank you for the Jarades. I can't see because my eye, it's small. Jarades, thank you very much for the super chat to ease my pain. To ease my pain. So, I have here a chart. I can show you this. I don't want to show you a lot of the private details, but this is the driving school that I went to, and they gave me a guidebook to drive it. Here's the name. All right, this is the paperwork for my next test. And I asked the lady, and I said, I want that thing with the course on it. Do you have that? And she said, yeah. She said, I had it already. I go, no, I lost it. So she gave me another one. This is the information that you need for the practical exam. On the back are the courses. You need to know, to memorize these 3 courses. You need to. It'll make it easier. There's A, there's B, there's C. If you know the route, it takes off all the stress of you trying to understand and listen to the instructor to know where you're going. You can just focus on driving and anzin kakunin, the checking around left and right. All right. Exam course. Things that will be checked. And this is basically it. Thank you again for the super chats. I'll go back and read that. Things to be, abilities to be checked. I'm gonna read it right from the paper. It's right here. There's 2 times to take it. This place is 8:20 a.m. and 12:50 p.m. Right after lunch. Those are the only 2 times during the day you have to take the test. And the exam is issued at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. So you have to wait even more. They make sure you wait. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna need these papers. It almost flew away. All right. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to know before I fly away too. Okay, are you ready? I'm reading this. This is exactly right off of the paper that you need to know. Abilities to be checked. Cognitive skills. Ability to seek out the information necessary to drive. I have that. I asked questions in the exam. Nobody asked questions. I asked questions. Did you pass?
Nope.
No, you failed. Oh.
Oh, you're a YouTuber too.
Yeah, I'm live streaming. You want to be in on this?
Yeah.
All right.
Hola, ¿cómo están, rikenianos? Soy Riken.
Enrique.
Riken,
I'm John. Yeah, Enrique's my driving course buddy here.
Riken, not Enrique.
Riken.
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 Yeah.
Riken. Cool. I'm reading the things, the abilities to be checked. Cognitive skills, judgment skills, ability to deal with various traffic circumstances. There are no traffic on this course, so I don't think you need that. Safe driving practice, attitude, always have a good smile.
Oh, yeah.
Observe traffic, yeah. Physical agility, safe and consistent driver. Are we not? We're safe. We're safe.
Yeah, we were safe. The thing is, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, no, good. And the last one is physical agility, safe and contingent driving skills. The exam starts when you get into the car. All right. What happened?
Okay, the guy who was before me was pretty nervous. The car stopped 3 times. He went over the work. How do you say work side?
Oh yeah.
So it was like
over the line.
Over the line, yeah.
Oh,
like 2
how could
times.
you do that?
Yeah, he stopped the car 3 times. He was really nervous. I got contagion.
Yeah.
By it. So I just hit the sidewalk for a moment, and that's enough to kill
that's
you.
It.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There are certain things that are like hitting the curb is one of them, and the other one is swinging. What I did was I took a right into the middle lane.
Okay.
And I didn't stay into the left lane. I went to the middle lane, and that's something that Americans would do. But, yeah. When's your next exam?
January 23.
Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah,
We'll see. Morning or afternoon?
In the 12:50.
I'll see you again.
Yeah.
I'm 23rd, 12:50.
Okay, yeah. Same one, yeah.
We'll do a.
The lazy ones who don't want to come on the morning, right?
Yeah, right. They know us very well.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, is the morning or the afternoon better? Which one is easier? Which one is more stress-free? And he goes, it's the same. It's all stress. So, that's it. Did you practice? Did you study?
I yesterday bought the book. I'm
Yeah.
going to show you the book so
Oh yeah, if you have the
viewers
book.
can see it.
Yeah.
So it's a very good book. Gives you a good idea of what is coming on the test, of the signals
Right.
and everything.
Yeah, you have to know, right?
So, yeah.
This is not easy. This is not something that you can just jump in the car and pass.
Exactly. So this is the book.
Oh yeah. All right, let me get this up
it's
close.
very complete. You can get it on
yeah.
Amazon Japan.
Rules of the road.
Rules of the road.
Sounds serious.
So yeah, this
So
is
serious they put an anime character,
yeah,
manga character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. It has this is in
Oh yeah, look at
in
that.
English. It has everything and all the
You read the whole thing?
yeah, I read the whole thing. I've been driving for years in Mexico,
Ah.
but well, we are like serial killers in Mexico.
No. No. You're having fun.
So yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Was this your first time taking the test?
Yeah, this is the first time I take it.
This is my second time.
Second, how
I-
do you feel the first one?
You know the gear shift. You took the gear shift was too soft. I'm so
Right.
used to pushing. I used to make a sound when I shift a gear. But this one was so buttery smooth.
Yeah.
I kept going from second to fifth. I don't know how that worked. And from first to like fourth.
Yeah. I got the same thing.
Yeah. This time I was ready for it, and that wasn't a problem. I had other problems.
Yeah.
I took a right turn and I swung into the middle lane and not into the left lane, and
Okay.
instant fail. But he said, you know what? He started going, I thought you were going to pass. You were doing a pretty good job. This is a good guy, actually.
Yeah. He was very, very kind. Yeah.
Another guy told me
Yeah,
because
he
he
was
was
like
the
a pain in the neck.
pain in the
Yeah.
neck. I had him last time, the pain in the neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go, everybody. There's a rundown of what you need to do to pass. So thank you very much for being on the show. I'll give you my card.
Hold on, finish and I'll give you mine too.
I'll finish it. So this is where we go, Samezu. And thank you very much for the super chats, everybody. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can
This
go
is
in
my
here.
channel.
Yeah, shout out. Do you have a channel?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, dear, give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you for the beer money. I appreciate all the
Hold on.
super chats, everybody.
Hold on.
All right,
I
give us
you
a
my
shout
channel.
out.
My channel
Come
is-
watch two failures, driving failures, the channel.
So next time I think we're going to do a video about this.
Oh yeah,
Alright?
absolutely.
So this is my channel. Just read the QR code and it's all my social media in there.
Oh, okay. What's your channel called?
RIKEN Magic.
RIKEN Magic.
Yeah.
RIKEN Magic, everybody. There was no magic today on the course. The magic
magic
will be
today.
tonight. Trying to forget it.
Yeah,
But,
disappearing beers. That
yeah.
will be the magic.
All right. So from Samezu, everybody, over and out. Thanks again, everybody, for following me on this journey of failure. But we'll get there. Next month, it's going to be total success. I'm going to do another stream later today. So have a great night, day, wherever you are in the world. See everybody.